Hi, it's Matthew Dickson of mindaid.ca. And for years I had schizophrenia. And I mean, I still have it. I'm doing well now, but it took a long time to get through that. And I had time to think about what I was going through, the pain, why I was going through all this. It's I had many, many years to think about life and what I should do with it, what I should do with my own life. And before I got too sick, when I was 20, I bicycled across Canada, and that was a big notch on my belt, feather in my cap, and that put a lot of wind in my sails. I hadn't done anything up until before that trip. I hadn't done anything of that sort of magnitude, and it came out of nowhere. I just wanted to do the trip. I wasn't a cyclist. I biked a little bit, but I wasn't a long distance biker by any means. And then I got my disease, and it was put me into a world of torment for many, many years. Torment, pain, suffering, and so I got thinking, what I would look back on my life, and I didn't do this more until into my 30s and in my 40s. I'm 48 now, but I would think sometimes about my life from time to time, and I would think about things that I'd done. And it would depend on my mood. I'd sort of think in two ways, depending on my mood at that time of the uh, that day, what I was most proud of, what I'd done with my life, and sometimes I would think about my bike trip, and say, "Good for you, Matthew. Good for you for tackling something like that. That's something a lot of people wouldn't do, and you did. Like that's good for you." And other times I'd look back in my life and I'd think about things that I'd done, and I wouldn't think about my bike trip at all. It wouldn't be important to me at all. And I would think about in those times the people that I've helped in my life. I've had some people in my life who I've been helping through their trials. And I also, in my 30s, I started donating to a foster child in Ethiopia. And those were things I was proud of. And I wouldn't, when I was in that sort of frame of mind, I wouldn't think about my bike trip or some other things that I'd done that were mostly more just for me. And I noticed that trend in my thinking. And as the years went on, I saw this TED talk by Martin Seligman, and it's called The New Era of Positive Psychology. And they've done studies, and they say that one of pretty much the biggest predictor of long-term life satisfaction is helping other people. There are other things you can do to make your life better, more enjoyable, but the overarching principle of what they found is that helping other people is gives long-term life satisfaction. There are other things that can give you short-term satisfaction, some good, some bad. I mean, a chocolate bar may feel good or taste good, but it may not do much for you. Whereas other things like having good people and friends in your life, having a conversation with a friend one day is a good thing, and but having other people, uh, yeah. So there is a study done. There was a study done that talked about your social connections and how the richer your social connections are, the the better your life is, the healthier and happier you'll be. And I haven't. This is just something that I've put together in my head, but for the study that talked about that Martin Seligman did with the helping other people as being the best predictor of long-term life satisfaction, they talked in that study about how having good social networks is important in your life, but that helping other people is the biggest predictor. But I'm thinking, well, if you're helping other people and that automatically gives you more interactions with people, gives you a better social support network. So they kind of work together that way. So you could look at it as, talking to your friends and having fun. That's great. That's amazing. But if you're doing it with a purpose, if you're interacting with other people in your community or online around the world, having a purpose, trying to help other people, and interacting with people that's I think uh, great. So I just wanted to share that. I'm trying to advocate for mental health in developing countries, a cause that most people don't even think about, and that's what I've chosen to tackle. I think that's where I'll have the most impact in my life. It's so I don't know what your goals are in your life. Maybe something in this video triggered something with you to think maybe I should help other people more. If not, that's okay. I just thought I'd share that with you. And it's that Martin Seligman video really spearheaded, really has been guiding me down a path. When I saw that a number of years ago now. And if you want to see that video, it's on my mindaid.ca website. So, anyway, thanks.